Cristian Angel in the blue corner and Alejandro Treto in the red. Dave Baggett, the third man in the cage.
Man, Chris Angel coming up here with some magic, son.
Hey.
Hey-o.
I thought of using a Chris Angel reference. You beat me to it.
Man, Angel just throwing him to the ground and trying to intimidate him. He is really bringing that front step Mexican style to our Muay Thai event here. I think Christian's more preparing for an MMA fight here. He's not trying to tie clinch, he was just trying to wrestle. Big dunk. Hung on to him though. I guess that takes the stink off the throw.
Alejandro gave him a little look, a little smirk, a little nod. Said, yeah, more where that came from.
Chris is going to get called for headbutting sometime this fight. He is leading with his face, Alex Volkanovski style. How are they the same weight, the same height, and such dramatically different builds?
Right.
Genetics.
Yeah, but they weigh the same. Double power kicks to the ribs. Treto getting head control in here. Little pot shots in the middle, but Angel more than happy to just press him on the fence. Good catch by Treto and a kick response.
Slip.
Angel keeping it swaggy. Following up, big chop to right hand and back on the fence.
Treto tried to check that kick and Angel got a hold of that rear leg.
Yes, sir. When you're checking leg kicks, you got to have a firm structure. Otherwise, you heel yourself in the nuts and they kick your other leg.
Yeah, he's been using a lot of head pressure.
Tons of head pressure. Head first on his entrances, he's gonna headbutt him. But I would think, so yes, Muay Thai, you're allowed to tie up, you're allowed to clinch. Christian's not tying up and clinching, he's wrestling. So does our ref at some point kind of call him and say, hey man, this is, if you want to fight MMA, you sign up for MMA. You're over here, head in the neck, pummeling underhooks. You're not looking to strike on the inside. You're not looking to use your knees. You're not even turning angles to activate within a Thai-style clinch. You're just chest-to-chest pressure against the fence, which, as a guy who understands the only time your opponent is allowed to strike is when you let them, which is never, it's a great idea. Andy Ruiz made a heavyweight boxing career out of throwing 2 shots and tying up. So it's not wrong. I'm just not sure if it's like legal within the Muay Thai rule set, because you can over clinch if you're not using it to create attacks. Treto has the inside here. Unbelievable flexibility, getting his foot up to his head with maybe a foot of distance. Chris Angel chopping the body. Alejandro tying up with him, and Chris right back on that wrestle.
Yeah, it seems like every time Alejandro starts to get momentum going on there, Christian's go-to is just to tie him up against the cage.
It's not wrong, it just makes for a kind of boring fight.
But then, like we mentioned before, these are only 3 2-minute rounds. When is Christian going to do enough to get his own offensive, game going?
I mean, he is getting more offense, but he's just shutting down the rest of the fight once his turn's over, kind of. He's not letting Alejandro, activate. Alejandro is openly just waiting too much. He's letting Chris Angel cause or initiate impact or initiate contact, and he's being very reactive, thinking he's going to get a quick turn like we just saw. He's doing a great job pummeling on the inside, but Angel's just applying all that body pressure for the break. Treto needs to change his angles here. When you hang on the head elbow deep, you got to get those hands locked, bury your face, and just start rocketing knees into the body. Make the most of the situation you have. If you have a proper plum, you can turn and change like we just see now. Bringing that big head kick up over the back. We're starting to recognize that Treto is not a power player here. He is a technical player. None of his shots have had any big impact. Even when he's getting neck kicks and head kicks, Chris Angel is just, you know, making magic and acting like they never happened. Treto needs to keep on the outside and be extremely busy with those longer weapons. He does seem to have the longer limbs here and a more dynamic striker at that. Chris is doing the correct thing. It's applying pressure, forward stepping, taking away that kind of range that Treto seems to prefer and making it a grimier, dirtier, closer fight. But I'd like to see Chris do some sleight of hand here and make the magic happen, connecting with the shorter shots at the range that he's taking, as opposed to just wrestling it out against the fence.
Yeah, going into this third round, he has to land some significant damage here.
If Chris Angel wants to make Treto disappear, he's going to have to serve him up some magically delicious hands. Are we good on magic puns, guys? Are we still rocking and rolling? Treto finally on the outside. But now he's wrestling, just working the thighs with those knees. These guys are scuffling. Chris Angel magically back in the clinch. Deep pressure here, working in his knees whenever he can. Treto getting the outside control, but settling to wrestle himself. Treto's definitely down by 2. He's got to get something going here. Good sneaky knee to the body by Chris Angel. Just magically appearing out of nowhere. Spinning hook kick from each guy, both missing. Treto catching and firing the cross off. Angel jumping in with the head kick. Breathing heavy here. Still getting his shots off. Treto slowing down, big tells on his entrances, allowing Chris Angel to just disappear there. Referees checking on our fighters, and we are right back to work. We rock the house from start to finish. Fight 1 to fight 20 and everything in between.
Ladies and gentlemen, your judges have reached a decision, a unanimous decision at that, with your winner, out of the blue corner, Cristian Angel.